Here we go, it's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's the title deciding event. There's 17 points separating Leclerc and Verstappen, and 2 points separating Ferrari and Red Bull. No room for Mercedes in the constructors anymore. It's Ferrari versus Red Bull, Leclerc versus Verstappen, and Sainz and Perez's points will also be very meaningful in this battle. So, let's see what will happen in Abu Dhabi. Qualifying, here we go. This is crucial for the championship battle, but also we need to do well this race, I feel, as we do look to hunt down the cars ahead, namely Daniel Ricciardo, to be honest. Can we see the championship from in here? I don't think you can. You can't, so yeah, let's just set a lap, get out there, and it'll be interesting to see what Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz and Perez do in the battle for the drivers and constructors. Usually Red Bull are the faster of the two here. It'll be interesting to see whether that is the case today. Leclerc obviously a lot of points behind Verstappen, needs almost a miracle to become Drivers' World Champion today. Or I guess tomorrow, but we will see. I still haven't changed the ICE. It's fine. I said we were going to do a last to first in Mexico, we didn't. Well, we did because we crashed. I said we were going to do a last to first in Brazil, we didn't. I said we'd do a last to first here. We still didn't. Because we still haven't changed this component. But it should last almost the race. He'll be fine, we can wing it. I really want to be in the race though, at the very end, just to see what happens with the championship battle in the last race of the season. Because I don't think Leclerc or Verstappen have set a lap yet, but Lewis Hamilton is the fastest so far. Will there be some Mercedes pace here today that could give perhaps Leclerc the advantage he needs? He needs them to get in between him and Verstappen. As Leclerc goes fastest, they'll be down to Verstappen's lap. Is he the car behind us? Or is that Perez? I can't really tell. That's Perez, I think. P2. Perez goes second. I mean, if Perez could get in between as well, that would also be beneficial for Charles. We should probably be trying to possibly get in between, but also it would be nice to be ahead of Leclerc. But with this engine, I don't think we're going to be setting that good of a lap to beat Verstappen even. So that's going to be some challenge as Ocon goes faster than us. I'm a bit confused that we beat Hamilton but couldn't beat Ocon, to be honest. Right, here we are, and Max Verstappen is on provisional pole. I think it could be them 1-2, to be honest, here today. If anyone's going to interfere, it might have to be us. Because I don't think anyone else is getting close. And we normally wouldn't. But if we can set one of our flyer laps, there's definitely a chance we could be the one to get in there. Right now though, we're qualifying out, we're probably going to qualify outside the points for it now. But just in, we're P10 at the moment, but we need a big lap here. Let's see what we can cook up. As we're already about a tenth up. How is that possible? We're on a straight. We've lost it. Not all of it, but we lost some of it. We're now 3 tenths up. Almost, not quite 2. I thought we were going to go to 3 there. Still 2 tenths up. 2.5. I'd say there's about 5 tenths to be found in this lap, including the chicane. Yeah, that puts us just under 5 tenths up. No, there's still possibly room for more. I'm not too sure though. You can see there's an awful lot more available. And we're yet to set a purple sector, which isn't great. But we are now a seismic 8 tenths up. We've lost about 1. Can we hold on to 8 tenths up here? This should still be 8. Just under 8, 7 tenths up. But hold on a minute. Hold on. Carlos Sainz and George Russell have really interrupted things for Verstappen and Leclerc. Let's advance to the end of qualifying and see what on earth happens. This could get very interesting. Leclerc needs to be on pole.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but
He's starting third, Verstappen's 5th.
Those who'll be fronting the grid. Sainz, Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc.
If Leclerc can get ahead of Hamilton and Sainz, and Perez overtakes Verstappen, they would finish on level points. So Leclerc gets the fastest lap. So Leclerc finishes first with the fastest lap, and Verstappen finishes 6th. And then Charles Leclerc is champion of the world. That's what he has to hope for today. This should be an interesting one. Any engine penalties for Leclerc or Verstappen? This could have such a big effect. Leclerc's on what? Sainz and Leclerc switch? No, I'm so confused. How's Bottas 4th? How are we 6th? Where's Verstappen? Oh my gosh. Sainz had a penalty, that makes sense, but why is Russell? Hamilton had a penalty. So Verstappen's definitely taking a penalty here. This is very interesting. If Leclerc holds the lead here, there's a championship on the cards for him. It's possible. I don't know what's happened with this grid order whatsoever.
It's been a long season, but let's try to end it on a high note.
We'll do our best, Mark. Anything could happen here. Leclerc has to keep the lead. But I think he's being challenged. And George Russell has the lead. But Leclerc's forward back. It's alright, Mark. Bottas is 3rd. It's probably the weirdest thing about this, and he's almost spun. And now we're on the podium. Well, what a corner that was. 6th to 3rd. Leclerc's fighting for Verstappen ahead. Leclerc needs to get back ahead here. As soon as possible, really. He can't make the move here. He did make contact. Leclerc has to get into the lead here. He edges himself ahead, but will he be able to make the stick? No. Russell keeps the position. But Leclerc's now ahead. But it's so interesting. Leclerc's edged ahead of George Russell. Just in time, I would say. Because we're arriving on the scene. The interesting thing is, where is Max Verstappen? He's P11, he's already made up 3 positions from the start. Sainz, his teammate, has to defend for his life. This is not a good overtaking zone. I went for it on George Russell, but no way are we going through there. I have to back out of that one. Went for a better exit. Didn't really work. We're approaching DRS. It's going to be activated next lap. That will make this interesting. Remember, Leclerc wins, Verstappen, he's finishing, he has to finish 8th, unless Leclerc has the fastest lap, which he currently does, but it's lap 2, anyone could take it. As things stand, and it's very much as things stand, but as things stand, Charles Leclerc will be champion of the world.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
This has been some championship battle.
Okay, be aware the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
That doesn't surprise me, it's a Red Bull. Could Perez still have something to say about this? That'll be interesting. As the rear wing opens, Perez is much faster than us though. And we're almost out of Russell's DRS. Because he's got DRS off Charles Leclerc. As through comes Perez. We gotta close the door on that one just about. But Russell and Leclerc are going to be gone after a very dodgy chicane of defence. And he really should have stayed behind us there, because there's another DRS zone here. And that has helped Perez to reclaim P3. He very much got away from Daniel Ricciardo, so the Red Bull pace is strong. As we sneak around and back up to P3. Just about on Sergio Perez.
Nice move, good job.
Lap 6 we need to pit. So a couple more laps out, lap 4, 5 and 6, so 3 more. As here comes Perez again. In the DRS zone, geez, this man's going to be fast. He's going to be very fast. Where's Verstappen? He's P12, he's lost a position. It's all in Leclerc's hands right now. If Verstappen doesn't get points, Leclerc can finish second. That's worth pointing out. And Verstappen is not near the points, really. Well, he is. I think he's in them right now, to be honest. I think he's 10th and the car ahead. No, he's 11th and the car ahead's Gasly, so he's quite far from the points. Looking on the map. Probably because he struggled to get past that Haas for a while. Oh, we've hit Perez. I don't think we have wing damage somehow. Luckily we should have DRS here to try and get back ahead, but I think that little bit of contact has cost us this position permanently, as Ricciardo is arriving on the horizons behind us in DRS. He's in the scene. Yeah, this isn't great. We really can't afford to lose position to our teammate. But 4-5 would be a very solid finish for the team. We would take it. But I still think we should be trying to challenge Checo here. And I still think there's possibility of it. As Verstappen is back behind that Haas. It just, something in the air tonight tells me this could be a Charles Leclerc championship. Right here. Who knows? Anything's possible, but something tells me. Who knows? Leclerc could still DNF. But the stars are all aligning for him. Everything so far this race has gone his way. The only thing that's not gone his way is Russell being right behind him. But that is absolutely fine. As Ricardo is right on us, I think we just box this lap to let him through, right? That'd probably be smart. As long as he isn't pitting this lap. This Checo's pitting this lap, as is Hamilton. It's very interesting. We're in. I mean, it's a quick stop, boys. It's not the best.
Fantastic stop, faster than we
There's
were
a decent
expecting.
gap to Checo, which isn't best of news. The gap to Lewis is also
Okay,
not
stay clear
as
of the
big
white
as I would have
line on the
wanted.
exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
Are we
if you
ahead
cross
of a
onto the
team? No,
track.
he's not changed. He's in the pits. Okay, cool. I was going to say, not many cars did pit there. Me, Checo, Lewis and Latifi. Ricardo is currently running third, but it's because me and Perez pitted. As Russell seems to be on Charles Leclerc, could there be another twist in the tail for Max Verstappen today? Who knows? As Lewis is on us now, I think Ricardo's going to be ahead. Possibly well ahead with our pace. Ricardo's not pitting, he's in the lead. As I believe Verstappen and Leclerc are both in the pits this lap.
Okay, gap to the car
This
ahead
could be
is
interesting.
5.2 seconds.
Is that Verstappen in the pits? He's ahead. Oh, no he's not. He's behind us by a decent margin. He's honestly so far back. Who's not pitted? Okay, a lot of cars haven't pitted, fair enough. But still. Where's he currently running? 15th. Ahead of Bottas, though. That's concerning for Charles Leclerc. Verstappen has got some solid overtakes through the pits, I think. I may be wrong, but I think he has. This could still be twisting in Verstappen's favour. Who knows? As through goes Hamilton on me. We can try and fight this, I think. But it'd probably be better to wait for the next DRS zone to try and fight it back.
Position, that's us down a place.
But we've hit the curb and lost it again. We did this with Perez, except we hit him. This time we hit a curb. The outside's always better here. You can't make a move down the inside. We're still close to the Lewis. We could probably get this back. But yeah, not there.
Daniel's in the pits.
Ricardo's in for a stop. I don't know what's happening. It's going to be interesting here. I think Verstappen's going to be in the points. That's all I'll say.
The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's
I'm
try and get
struggling
past the
a lot
DRS zone.
here. Is it the engine? Could well be, but also I'm struggling to drive. Let's check the race director. Okay, Leclerc's ahead of Russell, so as it stands, we'll be running 5th. 6, 7, 8. Sainz could be ahead of Verstappen. Gasly could be ahead of Verstappen. But it's very tight here. It's very close. This could still be Verstappen's championship. I'll keep saying it. But anything is possible, especially with how close Leclerc and Russell are. And Perez is kind of there as well. Wait, no they're not. Hold on a second. There's a Sonoda between them. That is huge for Charles Leclerc. So now I mean, he should win this. It might really be up to Max Verstappen here. As here comes Fernando Alonso.
Front is 1.6 seconds.
This is very, very interesting. Oh, who put a wall there? We need to stay in the race. Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap. That is huge. Crucial, I would even argue. There's the pitted cars. We're in P6. I think one more hasn't pitted though. Will Sainz be ahead of Verstappen? He will by a good margin. Oh, Gasly wasn't though. As here comes Alonso, that's not great. Luckily we've kept the position. Alonso should get the move here. I'm fine with that. Ricciardo and Sainz are fighting. Could also help Verstappen to catch. He's not too far in that rear view mirror. Who still needs to pit here? Yuki. When Yuki pits, Verstappen will be 9th. That's interesting. It's very close. He only needs to get past Sainz and Ricciardo to win this championship. Although Leclerc has the fastest lap, he needs to get ahead of me. That's what he needs to do. That is his aim. So I'm defending for Leclerc's championship if he catches me. This is going to be very interesting. I'll defend like a lion.
Car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
One of his Sainz is on hards, and thingamajig Ricciardo isn't able to overtake him. This massively benefits Verstappen, and I'm not fast, so what am I supposed to do? Oh,
We're accumulating somewhere on the MGUK. To
You
manage
don't
this,
say.
we need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
oh, forgot we had wing damage. The Sainz has caught us now. He's in a much faster car, but he's on the hard compound. I'm not really sure what we do here. Right now Ferrari are on track to win both championships. Will they secure it? I think Sainz will probably get past me on the DRS zone, although we should have DRS off Alonso. I just think he's going to be faster. He's going to have slipstream as well. Which, yeah, we will have, but we're just not very good. You know, we have lost position before the DRS zone, which could, I suppose, benefit us. But Verstappen is in our rearview mirror. This is interesting. We do not have DRS. No, we do. We just lost position anyway. Because he's got it off. I suppose he had it off Alonso. As through goes for the Ricciardo and through goes Max Verstappen. But we've kept Verstappen back-ish. We bang wheels with him. We have to defend and try and get closer. We need to get back past our teammate, really. We wanted to finish above him. We're not going to do that today. It would at least be nice to finish above him in Abu Dhabi. And Verstappen has the fastest lap. So if he was to get P7, he would get 7 points. Leclerc's on for 25. If he got past me and Ricciardo, he would still not win the championship. He has to get past Carlos Sainz. So as long as Leclerc doesn't lose the lead here, it's all but his championship. I don't see Verstappen making up 3 seconds on Sainz, surely. But he could make the move on me. Although I think he was ahead on the detection point. I'm not sure about that. No, he wasn't. He very much wasn't. It's not the best of news. But we have another DRS, so it's alright. We need to go push after him. Because I still want to finish out of Ricciardo, even though that's looking like it could be a bit of a challenge here. Especially with the wing damage. Luckily it's not too bad, but somehow it's making me awful. I think it's just I know it's there, and so my brain decides to pretend I've got worse wing damage. I don't know. If you get what I mean though. Like, you have damage to your car, and you make the problem worse than it is in your head, and it makes you drive worse. At least let us have DRS by the DRS zone, that's all I can hope for. I don't think we will though, we're losing so much time. We should just... Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think P9 might be our best we can do here. I don't think we're going to catch Max. The engine's slowing our pace down. P9 will be the best we can do here today, I believe. Leclerc is under a lot of pressure from George Russell. If Russell could make that move, well, it's a championship race. That would say the least. As Verstappen has already caught Ricciardo. Hold on 1 second. That's 7. Leclerc's on. Leclerc would win it by 1 point if Verstappen gets past Ricciardo. I just don't think he's going to get Sainz though. I think he can get Ricciardo in the next 2 laps, but I don't think he's going to get Carlos.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.2 seconds.
As he's side by side with Ricciardo. Edges ahead, will Ricciardo defend well enough? He seems to have not. Okay, he's got a lap and a half to close that gap on fighting Sainz and Alonso. It's unlikely, but it's a little bit iffy right now for Charles Leclerc. Just a little bit iffy. Nothing major. But there might be a bit of panic on the face of that Ferrari. Because if someone DNFs ahead of Verstappen, anyone, we will be champion of the world.
Lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Here we go. Last lap. The last few corners. Charles Leclerc is in the final sector. Going around the last few corners now. Max Verstappen, he's not going to get Carlos. It's not going to happen. Here comes Charles Leclerc across the line. Nothing is confirmed yet. Russell takes the fastest lap off Verstappen. That's even better news for Leclerc, but nothing confirmed just yet. But now, as Sainz crosses the line, Charles Leclerc is champion of the world.
Alright, I know it's been a rough year, but let's try to stay positive. Even the greats had some poor seasons, so we'll knuckle down over the winter and we'll come
My
back.
first season, Mark. I don't think it was too bad. You don't see Sargent getting podiums.
Begin and well earned they are indeed.
There he
Might have
is.
looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this
Won a
level at the
championship
very
in a
top
Ferrari.
is anything
Who would have
but
thought?
simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. They've done it then. Victory in the last race of the season and the championship as well. What a phenomenal end to a terrific Formula One season. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on track was: speed. I know it sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races.
That is your world champion, Charles Leclerc. I don't know how he's pulled this off. I don't know what happened in qualifying, but I know Verstappen took a penalty. Here he comes, the world champion.
A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Perez seems quite happy considering his teammates just lost the championship. And they've lost the constructors. Ferrari are champions of both the drivers and constructors. So fair play. They seem like the best team right now. Yeah, Perez is a little bit too happy here. He clearly doesn't like this Verstappen guy very much. But with two drivers retiring, Bottas and Ricciardo, who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, me and Ricciardo had a stinker, not going to lie.
Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive
That is your
feats out on
world
the track
champion.
today, even by
And
his
that is your
standards.
constructors champions.
Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment.
Fair
but
play
regardless,
Leclerc, fair
let's look at
play
the standings.
Ferrari.
So
Right, there's more things to do, but they're going to be at the start of next video. So, you are going to have to wait. That is going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.